Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome you all at chemistry online class. Students, in last lecture we stated about the destructive and fractional distillation of coal, characteristics and uses of organic compound. Today is the third lecture, and in this lecture we will study more about the organic compounds. The topic of today's lecture is homologous series and its characteristics, functional groups and its importance. Now, we will start our lecture from the homologous series. What is homologous series? It is a series of compounds in which adjacent members differ by a CH2 unit, which is also known as a methylene group. The individual members are called homolog. Characteristics: all the compounds in the series contain the same element and the functional group. All the compounds in the series can be represented by a general formula. That is, first one is the CnH2n plus 2. That is actually the formula of alkane. In alkane, carbon and carbon have the single bond. Second formula is CnH2n, and which is actually the formula of alkene. Alkene, alkene, in which carbon and carbon has the double bond. And last one is the CnH2n, in which that is actually the alkyne. Alkyne, in which carbon and carbon has the triple bond. Next point is a hydrocarbon radical derived from an alkane. A hydrocarbon radical derived from an alkane by removal of a hydrogen atom is called alkyl. Formula is CnH2n plus 1. You may see, students, there is a little difference between alkane and alkyl. And the difference is, here is plus 2, and in alkyl, because of a removal of one hydrogen atom, here is plus 1. It is known as alkane, and this is known as alkyl. All compounds in the series can be prepared by similar methods. They have the same set of properties, that may be physical or chemical properties, and there is a gradual variation in physical properties with increasing the molecular weight. As the molecular weight is increasing from one member to the next member, there is a little change in the physical properties. Now, here is a homologous series of alkane. N actually represent the number of carbon atom. Okay? By putting the value of N in this formula, we can calculate the number of carbon and hydrogen atom in alkane. Okay? Like the first member of alkane, in which number of carbon atom is 1, by putting the value of N in this equation, the formula we obtain, that is CH4, and the name of alkane is methane. Now, students, if we have the number 2 carbon atom, the molecule containing 2 carbon atom, by putting the value of 2 in above formula like this, N plus 2. So, the formula of next member in which the carbon is 2, formula will be C2H6, which is known as ethane. C2H6, which is ethane. One more thing, students, as in the definition of homologous series, it was discussed that adjacent member of two homolog have a difference of methylene group, that is the CH2. And you may see, students, here that by adding the CH2 in CH4, we obtain the C2H6. You got it, students? Now, the next member is propane, C3H8, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, and decane. Student, you just notice that adjacent member of homologue, one homologue is differed by only methylene group. For example, butane formula is C4H10. By the addition of CH2, the next member pentane formula would be C5H12. Okay, students, that is by this way we can write the homologous series of alkene and also alkyne. Now the homologous series of alkyl, which is also represented by the capital L. As I told you in last slide that the formula of alkyl is CnH2n plus 1 and it is known as alkyl. The first member of alkyl is methyl. Okay, the formula which is written here CH3. Okay, if I a little explain the structure of methyl, it would be like this: carbon attached with 3 hydrogen atom and one is still waiting for the functional group. This one, any functional group could be attached with this bond to complete the all bonds of the carbon. Okay, that's why it is written here like this, and same in the next one. Okay, the name of the homologue would be alkyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl. Okay, and next butyl, pentyl, hexyl, heptyl, octyl, nonyl and decyl. Okay, students, that is the homologous series of alkyl, and you may see that one member of this alkyl group is differed by the CH2. Okay, like this, the formula C3H7, by the addition of CH2 in propyl we obtain the butyl. Okay, like this, if we just see the formula of heptyl, by the addition of the same methyl group CH2 we will obtain the C8H17. Okay, students, so that was the homologous series of alkyl. Now come to the functional group. What is functional group? A functional group is an atom or group of atoms in a molecule that gives the molecule its characteristic chemical properties. For example, chloride, bromide, hydroxyl, NH2, etc. Okay, these are the functional groups, students, which can be attached with any alkyl group. Okay, a molecule that contains more than one functional group, it is called the polyfunctional group. For example, I told you about in very detail about the alkyl group. You may see here is alkyl and the OH group, which is a functional group, is attached here. Okay, for example, R could be anything, that may be methyl, ethyl, propyl. Okay, like here, alkyl is actually with 4 carbon atoms. And you may see, students, if we have the 4 carbon atoms, then it is known as the butyl. So hydrocarbon portion is butyl and the functional group portion is OH, that is the hydroxyl group. So the name of the compound would be butanol. Okay, and in the place of OH, there could be any other functional group. There may be chloride, bromide, amine, anything could be here. Now, importance of the functional group. It serves as base for the nomenclature of organic compound. It serves to classify organic compound into classes. All compound with the same functional group belong to the same class. A functional group is a site of chemical reactivity in a molecule. Okay students, इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारे पास किसी जो फंक्शनल ग्रुप जो अटैच्ड होता है किसी भी हाइड्रोकार्बन के साथ, ये असल में हमारे पास वो साइट होती है जो कि केमिकली वेरी रिएक्टिव होती है. ओके, नाउ हियर alcohol as a functional group, if it is attached with the methyl group, it is known as methanol. If it is attached with the ethyl group, it is known as ethanol. 3 carbon atoms, propanol, butanol, and then pentanol. Now students, now here a table in which we will discuss one by one functional group. Number 1 is the alkane. Number 1 is the alkane, and alkane, you may see students, in alkane containing only CH, that is a hydrocarbon, and CC single bond containing no functional group. Okay, and the example of the alkane is ethane, that may be ethane, propane, butane, pentane. Okay, now second is the alkene. As I told you in the last slide, alkene in which carbon and carbon has a double bond. ठीक है, and it is known as ethene. Alkyne in which carbon and carbon has the triple bond and known as ethyne and acetylene. Now arene. अरीन हमारे पास क्या होता है, जिसमें हमारे पास वी टॉक अबाउट द एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स. एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स कौन से होते हैं हमारे पास, जो कि रिंग फॉर्म में होते हैं. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो आपको एग्जांपल दी गई है दैट इज अबाउट द बेंजीन. नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट फंक्शनल ग्रुप, दैट इज द हैलाइड. हैलाइड में आप देख सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पर कौन सा मिथाइल ग्रुप, कौन सा अल्काइल ग्रुप अटैच है, दैट इज द मिथाइल. ओके, that is CH3, and इसके साथ कोई सा भी हैलोजन अटैच हो सकता है, so it will be known as methyl halide or methyl chloride. Now next is the alcohol. In alcohol, methyl group is attached, CH3 is attached with the OH, and it is known as methanol or methyl alcohol. The next one is the ether. And ether, we can see students, the formula of ether is R, alkyl group, any alkyl group, if attached with the oxygen and any other alkyl group. ROR, it's mean आपके पास ऑक्सीजन और दोनों तरफ अगर अल्काइल ग्रुप अटैच होते हैं तो इसको हम कहते हैं दैट इज द ईथर. An example of ether which is mentioned here, that is the dimethyl ether. Then amine. Amine में आप देख सकते हैं, अगर अल्काइल ग्रुप के साथ NH2 अटैच होता है तो इसको हम अमाइन कहते हैं. अगर अल्काइल ग्रुप के साथ अगर CN, that is a cyanide, अगर अटैच होता है दैट इज़ नोन एज नाइट्राइल. और अगर अल्काइल ग्रुप के साथ अटैच हो NO2 एंड विच स्ट्रक्चर इज रिटन हेयर, आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से NO2 है, तो इट इज़ नोन एज नाइट्रो ग्रुप. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आप देख सकते हैं तमाम में हमारे पास अल्काइल ग्रुप सेम है R, एंड द फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज चेंजिंग. Okay, now come to the next one, that is the sulfide. In sulfide, आप देख सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, आपके पास there is sulfur in both sides, alkyl groups are attached. So, the name of the compound would be dimethyl sulfide. Next is the sulfoxide. Sulfoxide, the formula of the sulfoxide would be R, SO, and then R. Okay? Formula of the sulfoxide R, SO, and R. Okay? The structure is written here. Next is the sulfone. In sulfone, the formula of sulfone would be when R is attached with SO2 and then with the next alkyl group, that is known as sulfone. Okay students, let me write here the first one, R S and then R. तो आप देख सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, इन सब में जो हमारे पास जो डिफरेंस आ रहा है वो बीच में सल्फर, फर्स्ट वन सल्फर, सेकंड SO and the last one is SO2. Okay, and the last is the thiol. What is the formula of thiol? When alkyl group is attached with the SH. Okay, when alkyl group is attached with SH group, SH functional group, then it is known as methane thiols or methyl thiol. Got it students? Now next functional group, that is the carbonyl. In carbonyl, when alkyl group is attached with any CO, okay, that may be aldehyde, ketone, acid, derivative, acids or derivative of acid. ओके ये आपको एक जर्नल आपको बताया गया है फार्मूला कार्बोनाइल का क्या होता है, जिसमें हमारे पास CO अल्काइल ग्रुप और यहाँ पर इस तरफ कुछ भी अटैच हो सकता है. लाइक स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द एल्डिहाइड. एल्डिहाइड में हमारे पास क्या होता है? इन एल्डिहाइड व्हेन अल्काइल ग्रुप इज अटैच्ड विद CHO, when alkyl group R is attached with CHO, that is known as aldehyde. ठीक है, कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप भी अटैच है और साथ हाइड्रोजन है. It is known as aldehyde. Next one is the ketone. What is the formula? What would be the formula of ketone? When alkyl group is attached with the CO and with another alkyl group. ठीक है, it is known as ketone. आप देख सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पर आपके पास एक ये आपके पास 1 R, ये आपके पास दूसरा R, ठीक है, एंड बीच में आपके पास है कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप. एज आई टोल्ड यू द फॉर्मूला इसका कैसे होगा? R CO एंड देन R. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ कम टू द कार्बोऑक्सैलिक एसिड. कार्बोऑक्सैलिक एसिड का हमारे पास फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? व्हेन R is attached with the COOH. R is attached with the COOH carbonyl group and attached with the hydroxyl group. It is known as carboxylic acid. And the example of the carboxylic acid which is mentioned here, that is the acetic acid. Second is the ester. What would be the formula of ester? One alkyl group is here, second is here, and in between there is the carbonyl and oxygen. So how can we write the formula of ester? R carbonyl group and then OR. Okay, that is the ester, and the name with the example is given here, that is the methyl acetate. Now come to the amide. In amide, here first is the alkyl group, in between carbonyl, and the last there is the amine group which is known as amide. इसका फॉर्मूला कैसे होगा? R CO and NH2. So it is known as amide, and the example is given acidamide. Now come to the carboxylic acid chloride. Carboxylic acid chloride, how can we write that? Here is the alkyl group which is attached with the carbonyl. In the last there is a halide group. So we can write R carbonyl, and then here could be any halide. X representing actually the halide. Chloride, bromide, iodide, anything could happen here. Anything we could write here. Okay, that is known as carboxylic acid chloride. और अगर हमारे पास bromide होगा, it will be known as carboxylic acid bromide, iodide, etc. Okay, the example here is acetyl chloride. And the last one is the carboxylic acid anhydride. Now, I think students, you can write the formula of this. Okay, now, first of all, let's separate the alkyl group. That is the alkyl. Here, this is the alkyl. In between, that is the carbonyl. There is a one more carbonyl. And there is a oxygen. So, how can we write? R, CO, oxygen, CO, and then R. It is known as carboxylic acid anhydride. Okay, and the example which is given here, that is the acetic anhydride. Hopefully, students, you got very well about the homologous series and functional group. Now come to the quick quiz. Write general and structured formula of the first 10 members of alkenes and alkynes. आपको वैसे ही लिखना है जैसे कि थोड़ी लास्ट स्टार्टिंग की स्लाइड्स में मैंने आपको दिखाया था होमोलोगस सीरीज ऑफ द अल्केन. ओके, बिल्कुल इसी तरीके से आपको लिखना है अल्कीन का और अल्काइन का. इन अल्कीन डबल बॉन्ड होता है, अल्काइन में ट्रिपल बॉन्ड होता है. सेकेंड, विच फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज प्रेजेंट इन एल्डिहाइड, ईस्टर, ईथर एंड अमाइड. यू हैव टू राइट द complete formula, and it would be better if you write the structure of these all examples. Hopefully students, आज का जो लेक्चर मैंने आपको दिया है homologous series and functional group, आपको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से समझ आ गया होगा. And let me tell you students, आज जो हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है functional group, मेनली यही functional groups हैं जो कि अब हम आगे डिटेल में चैप्टर वाइज पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, लाइक चैप्टर नंबर 17 में, 16 में, 18 में हम पढ़ेंगे अल्कोहल के बारे में डिटेल में, देन एल्डिहाइड के बारे में डिटेल में, देन ईस्टर के बारे में डिटेल में. सो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आपको जो आज का जो लेक्चर मैंने आपको समझाया है फंक्शनल ग्रुप का एंड होमोलोगस सीरीज़, आपको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आ जाना चाहिए. अगर कहीं पे कोई कन्फ्यूजन है तो आप मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आपकी आज की बेस जो मैंने आपको लेक्चर दिया है दैट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो अगर आज का लेक्चर आपको समझ आ गया तो होपफुली आपको ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री सेकेंड ईयर की पढ़ने में आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स. थैंक यू सो मच. गुड लक. अल्लाह हाफिज़.